So please explain, like, if you're loved, don't you care about people? And if a human walks past someone in distress and ignores them, but they can help them, isn't that murder? So why is it God can write a Bible about love, but yet, on the other hand, watch everyone die in agony, and for every sin there's death? Well, then why is it there's newborn babies dying of starvation that are sinless? And why is it wealthy people get surgery and poor people don't? One of my church friends, she had pancreatic cancer. I met someone with money, they had surgery. So what he's saying is that if you're poor, you deserve death, but if you're wealthy, you don't. That's what God's just saying. Basically, he's making up a whole lot of bull so he can turn the other cheek and walk away from someone that really needs help. Because if he can heal and do miracles and all that stuff and everyone's dropping dead, then he's watching everyone die. So that's murder. So don't you find that going to church is a complete waste of time? That you know that the Bible says one thing, he says one thing, but yet does not one thing to help. Just throws a bit of food, expects you to eat it, and when you're screaming for your life and you're hemorrhaging to death through a disease he gave you can just walk away and get away with completely ignoring everyone and not helping anyone. And to me, that's just the same as murder. But he can do it because he's a God. He's allowed to kill, but we're humans and we're not allowed to kill. Do you see how there's a lot of hypocrites in the church too as well? Because they know that God's a ginormous one. So if God's a hypocrite and cruel and heartless, and everything that is written in the Bible is a whole lot of bullshit, then they act exactly the same as him because they know that he's getting away with murder. He's committed more deaths than Hitler. So they turn the other cheek. They don't. There's someone down there that's had grass up to my neck for nearly 15 years on the pension and poor. Now, where are all these church people? I see them mowing everyone else's yard. Why not do someone's for free? Because they know that God deep down is really hate-mongering and doesn't give a shit about nothing. So they don't have to neither. As long as they read the Bible and, to impress him for a few seconds, they're good people. Like I say, is monkey do, monkey see. And all these religious people have the same hidden agenda as God. Isn't it funny how when he was in a human form, he went around healing people, but the second he's no longer visible, he doesn't care less. I don't see any healings going anywhere. There are people at the church I went to that were there begging and praying for their son to be healed. Where was he? What sin did he was born with autism. What sin did he commit? He was just conceived. That's it. He didn't commit any sin. Where's God's compassion and love in the church when they're begging and crying buckets of tears for him to heal their child? Nowhere. So he's not love at all, because love isn't that evil of thought and manipulates humans and twists every single word in the Bible to deem him as perfection. But yet, on the other hand, he basically walks away and leaves people dying in agony, screaming for their life at the very church. And doesn't it say in the Bible that if you pray, you get what you pray for? Then how come I don't see any healing in any of the churches when someone's really sick? My friend died of cancer through medical neglect. I got bleeding stomach ulcers and tumour through medical neglect. They won't operate on my broken feet. And whatever that creature is, he came to me and gave me visions. But yet, he knows what's wrong with me, and he's not doing anything about it. So he's not loved, because I'm sure as hell that if a dog was screaming for its life on the side of the road, there are thousands of humans that would help that creature. Where's God when that little kitten or that dog's been stripped of its skin and screaming for its life, yelping in agony? Where is he? Nowhere. But remember, that dog deserves to be killed in agony pain because it's sin. That's where it makes me sick to my guts. It's something, usually narcissists and people with a high IQ and psychopaths will make up any excuse for someone for killing someone or for allowing them to die, and God seems to have exactly the same kind of thoughts as all those mass murderers in jail, that he'll make up any excuse for someone dying and he'll walk away and turn the other cheek and allow it to happen, and he'll make up any excuse for allowing that to happen and blame that person for its death. But yet a human does that and they go to hell for murder, but yet he damn well does whatever he wants. Then there's another guy on here that said he was praying and praying and praying, and he reckons, a lot of them lie, that he came into his home and said, I can do whatever I want when I want. When he said, why aren't you healing me? Why are you ignoring me? He goes, I can do whatever I want when I want. And then just pops back out to say, well, I ain't really give a shit. So he's got a real big attitude that he's above every law that is written. And that's not love. There's something not normal about something that cruel.